What's going on, guys? I just had to get this video off. So today I wanted to talk about how this one thing can improve your relationship with God, and it is recognizing the idols in your life. Now you say, well, what is an idol? An idol is anything that can be exalted or placed in God's place in the human eyes, right? So it can range from anything. You can when you put anything before God, that's when it becomes an idol in your life. So say, for example, like you put your career ahead of God, you put money ahead of God, right? Let me get some scripture. So in Luke chapter 16 verse 13, it says, "No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon." So that's a really big idol in most people's eyes, is, money and their career and stuff like that. Some people say, like, oh, my career, my job is my life, right? And that can be scary because it can hinder your relationship with God when it can become an idol in your life. He says, "No gods before me." Don't put any gods before him. So I'm gonna go to scripture again. And okay, I'm gonna start on verse 3. It says, "You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make unto yourself any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down yourselves to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them who hate me." So God, like it says in those verses, God is a jealous God, which means that he does not want you putting anything before him. And this could go for, like I said earlier, money, your career, things like that. And it doesn't stop just there. Like, anything can be an idol, right? It can be, like I said in my previous video, it could be social media, it could be a husband, a wife, in a marriage. Those things can hinder your relationship with God if you're not careful, if you're not, paying attention to these things. To improve your relationship with him, you need to get rid of these worthless idols, right? Starting on verse 4, it says, "Their idols are silver and gold, the works of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes they have, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses they have, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet they have, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They who make them are like unto them, so is everyone who trusts in them." Do not trust in any false idol in your life. Don't put something above God. And it's different for everybody, right? 'Cause there are things in people's life that they don't realize that they're putting above God if they're trying to, see God in their daily life, in their relationship with him. So there was a story in Matthew chapter 4 verse 8. It's part of the story. Matthew chapter 4 verse 8 through 10. When Jesus was in the wilderness, and he basically was there for 40 days, and he was being tempted by the devil, right? And the devil was basically telling him, he was like, "Hey, if you bow down to me, if you bow down and you worship me and my things of this world, then I will let you possess everything in this world." And Jesus goes on and basically says, "Don't tip me, because you should only worship the Lord your God." I'll read it verse for verse. So I'm gonna start, Matthew chapter 4 verse 8 through 10. I'll start at verse 8. It says, "Again, the devil took him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, All these things I will give you if you fall down and worship me." So he was basically saying, if you don't worship the one true God, if you just come and worship Satan, he'll give you all of these things. Okay, so verse 10 it says, Then said Jesus unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve. And then verse 11 says, Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. So that's another example that you should not worship idols in your life. And like I said previously, like these idols can be different for everybody, right? It says you should work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So you have to personally go to God and ask him, Lord, search me out. Lord, shine your light on me. Lord, show me where I'm hindering my relationship with you, right? And you have to ask him to open your eyes and to see what are you putting above God. Like I said, the main thing with most people is like money and their career and their job profession, right? But it could be anything. Social media, marriages, husband, wife, things of that nature. Also, it could be like celebrities, sports athletes, right? NBA players, NFL players, like celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, stuff like that. People that have like a mass social media following and stuff like that. God will not share his glory with any type of idol that you may have, right? Because then, let's say for example, if he tries to move in your life, and then when he does move, and then you say, well, I did it, you'll think that you did it in your own strength, but in reality God did it, right? So God will not share his praise and his glory with these type of things, with these idols, right? You have to make sure that you're putting him first above all else. Okay? And so you just need to go to him and ask him to just seek him and ask him to just direct your path. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 6 says, In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. So like I said earlier, you just need to just go to him and just ask him to just open your eyes and to ask him, God, what am I putting above you? God, what is hindering the relationship that I have with you, Lord? So that's all I had to come on here and to share with you guys. Just make sure that you're checking yourself every once in a while. Make sure you're not putting anything above, your relationship with God, man. And if you're trying to seek him earnestly and honestly and with your whole heart, then you need to do these things, because they really can hurt your walk with him. And he may be one to move in your life, but you may be stopping him. Sometimes we ask God to move in our life. Sometimes we're not waiting on him. Sometimes he's waiting on us. So just go to him and just ask him to reveal these things to you, and he will. So that's all I wanted to get on here and to share with you guys today, man. Yeah, I hope this video helps anybody that watches it, and I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon.